Welcome to the Atom Big Cricket Podcast, and I am Vijay Lokapally. With me, I have my two very young cricket experts, Krishna, Maitreya, and Chiru. I'll call him Chiru Srinath, and our good friend Akash, who is the man behind the scene. So, welcome, dear friends, to this podcast where we'll discuss quite a few things. It'll be a wrap up of the cricket this week, and I'm going to begin with Krishna because he was missing in our last show. Krishna, what are your views? I mean, have you been what cricket have you been following the last week? There are quite a few incidents which have happened. We'll discuss them one by one. But what was your impression?
So, sir, I was following so since not many matches, England and New Zealand matches, I was just following the scores of those matches and some cricket news is like Shakib Al Hassan's behavior, that were thing, and then the India Sri Lanka squad. So I was just seeing all the players, and I was just thinking who could be picked for the top 11. Like that, I was just analyzing, and then so these are the main things I had done the last week.
Very good, Krishna. I was no different because I was doing the same thing. There was not much to watch, and one had to prepare for this show, catching up with the Indian team to Sri Lanka, and then the India women's match coming up from today. And also, Chiru, what were you doing this week?
Yeah, the same exact thing that you two did. But I did a little extra thing that I watched football for the first time ever because there's no interest in cricket. So yesterday I sat down and saw India versus Afghanistan. So for the first time, I saw a football match. I think it was a lot better than what we play at school. We're not professional footballers, and I thought they had a lot of coordination and a lot of sports. So,
oh yes,
enjoy.
It is a game which tests your skill, endurance, your strength, and essentially your speed. With the speed with which you run and recover, and you have to attack and then fall back. So it's a very, very tough sport, body contact. You have to be very strong. And Krishna, have you played football ever?
Yes, sir. In school, we all played football. Means it is not, we didn't follow every rule properly, but we played football. We followed some of the rules and we improvised some of the rules. So we played our own style of football, you can say.
Very good. Because there is now Euro football going on, Krishna. You can catch up with the Euro football. Of course, it's very late in the night, so I don't know if you can lose sleep because you'll have to study the next day. And Chiru, if you watch Euro football, you will see the difference in quality. I mean, it's very fast paced and it's very, very exciting. I mean, maybe I'll recommend you one match a day you can watch for at least, even if you watch for half an hour, it will be nice. So let us get back to our podcast. The essentials of this podcast is cricket. And I want to begin with Krishna. Krishna, this team, I think, is a very balanced team. It's to Sri Lanka. Some of these players could not make it to England. So it's good they found a place here. Quite a few very exciting names. Some of them, you've already seen them in the Indian team. Names like Shikhar Dhawan, Prithvi Shaw, Surya Kumar Yadav, Manish Pandey, Hardik Pandya, Sanju Samson has been there, Yuzvendra Chahal, Rahul Chahar is a very exciting prospect, Krunal Pandya, yes, Kuldeep Yadav makes a comeback, at least hopefully he'll get to play some cricket, Varun Chakravarti, the mystery bowler, Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been elevated to the position of vice captain, so which is good recognition for his impact, for his efforts. You have Deepak Chahar, you have the talented Chetan Sakaria, and you have Navdeep Saini, one of the quickest bowlers in India. So, what is your first impression when you saw the squad?
So, since it was from the time I have been following cricket, it was the first time. India is playing two times. Means India is having to play two series at the same time. So one in England and one now in Sri Lanka. They're going to play at the same time. So two squads. So I feel it was a right squad, because in the test team they have chosen the good test players, and in the squad for the Sri Lanka tour they are given chances to more young players, and who are plays those T20 format and ODI format, those limited over formats who are plays. And especially I think they have picked up players looking based on the IPL. So uh, based on the IPL, many players have been picked, and many of them are youngsters, and some of them are experienced. They have played test and all formats for India. Like Shikhar Dhawan, I feel is a right leader to lead the Indian team, and Bhuvneshwar Kumar has got recognition because he has been playing so many matches for India, and I feel he really needed this recognition as a vice captain. So it was a right kind of. Uh, I feel it was. I feel when like this matches were needed, because if only one series is played, I feel all the main players will be playing in the matches, but these youngsters won't get the chance to play. And this, I feel, will be a chance for the youngsters to play. And we have seen all of them have performed very well in IPL, and we can hope that they perform very well for in the Sri Lanka tour. So this is a very good squad. I have been thinking whom to put, because I've seen all the players in IPL and everyone perform well. So it's very tough to pick up which bowler to choose, or which batsman to choose. It's very tough to pick up, but I feel everyone will get the chance by the end of the tour, and everyone will make an impact. So I feel that will be the thing. It will be an experiment the BCCI is conducting, I feel, to look onto all the players, and even the youngsters will get a chance. So they have been hoping for this chance for so many years. It would have been their dream, and many will make it come. It will be true for them. So I feel this is a very good initiative by them, and the squad also is very nice, I feel.
Thank you, Krishna. Do you agree with your young friend Chiru? As he said, do you think he has taken away all the points that you wanted to say in your reply?
Yeah, sure. He has taken all the points. I have nothing to say.
You have something different to add, because I think you can talk about.
I think I can talk about the options that India have. So the first impression when I see this squad is like how much talent India has. Like, you're playing almost 20 players in the England tour, and then you have this big list, and all of them have performed well in the IPL, or some of them are even played for India. So if I see Bhuvneshwar Kumar is a vice captain, Shikhar Dhawan the captain, and even if we did not have Shreyas Iyer, so he could be the captain if he wasn't there. So Rishabh Pant is a youngster, but we have wicket keepers Ishan Kishan, Sanju Samson, and then you have for opening, like take for example for opening, you have how many options? You have, of course, Shikhar Dhawan has to play. Then you have Prithvi Shaw, you have Rudraj Gaikwad, you have Ishan Kishan who can open. You have Devdutt Padikkal who had a brilliant IPL season, and then you have Sanju Samson who can open. So there are a lot of options, like for every position. So it's when I look at this, I remember 2016 when India. When MS Dhoni did the same thing to Zimbabwe. So I think Sri Lanka has become, their cricket has decreased to the level of Zimbabwe. They had really great legends, and you see now it's like Sri Lanka has been going down in cricket. So they need to come back, and that's what I think when I saw the squad.
Yeah, and to keep the broadcaster in Sri Lanka busy, he will get some cricket to show to their subscribers. And also, I feel it is very important that you get to play some cricket, even though the focus will be on what is happening in England. But I'm very happy to see this youngster called Nitish Rana. He's from Delhi, and I have watched him for a long time. Very, very gifted player, and a good stroke player. The fact that he's a left-hander, he can bring value to the middle order. A good stroke player. What do you think, Krishna? Did you expect somebody like, say, Nitish Rana and I would say Chetan Sataria to make the squad?
Yes, sir. So I really wanted Nitish Rana to come in, but Sakaria coming in, it will be, I feel, it might be a choice because we have a lot of bowlers and we don't know if they will prefer the spinners or if they'll prefer the fast bowlers. So it depends on that, depends on the conditions of the match that day. If they prefer to take spinners, they can take Varun Chakravarti, Kuldeep Yadav, and they will surely take on fast bowlers. So I really think they'll prefer Deepak Chahar because he has played a lot of T20s for India, and so if they go with the fast bowlers, and they have even Navdeep Saini and Sakaria can make to the team, but I don't feel he will make it right away from the first match, but he will eventually get into the team. Like second match or third match, they might give him a chance, and he can surely make full use of the chance. So India has a lot of options in this squad. Even though one team is already going to play in England, still this team is full of different players. So and a lot of players for each position, because if you see for openers we have Shikhar Dhawan, Prithvi Shaw, or they can use Devdutt Padikkal. So I feel for each position India has a backup player. So that is a very good thing in making a squad. Each position should have a backup player. So I feel that is one thing I really like in the squad, and all of these players are good T20 players. So or limited over players, we can say. They if you come to the bowlers, they bowl economically and they take wickets. And coming to the batsmen, they bat fast, and though we have seen the performances IPL. So looking at the squad, I feel even the middle over also we have Suryakumar Yadav, Manish Pandey, Nitish Rana, and in the late we have Ishan Kishan, and then Hardik Pandey or Sanju Samson. So we have a lot of options, and since we have a number of matches to play, I feel they will experiment each player in each combination of players. So it will be like an experiment, as well as all these players will get a chance, and even Shikhar Dhawan will get to captain. And so it will be, I feel, a whole lot of new things happening with one team playing in England, and the youngsters getting to play and get more chances. So since it's against Sri Lanka, as Chiru said, Sri Lanka, their quality has gone down. Means the players, their legends have retired, and they need to again make a comeback. So it's like making when Dhoni played against Zimbabwe, he led a similar squad with all youngsters and tried bringing the youngsters into the Indian team. So I feel this is such kind of experiment with all new youngsters coming in. So for each position, India has all the correct players, and I feel this squad is one of the best squad I have ever seen.
Thank you. Krishna, you're not leaving my friend Chiru with much to talk, because I have to now think of what question should I ask Chiru. Chiru, it's good to have this such variety, and it is also recognition for their efforts in domestic cricket, and as Krishna pointed out, what they do in the IPL. But how do you feel about this concept of having net bowlers? In earlier years, we never had these net bowlers who travel with the team. It's a good thing. They can keep the batsmen, give them good bowling practice. But Ishan Porel, Sandeep Warrior, Arshdeep Singh, Sai Kishore, and Simarjit Singh. Something if you can tell us about them, Chiru, and also the fact that you are now having these net bowlers as part of the team now.
Yeah, net bowlers are like they add more players to the squad. So if anyone is injured within the squad, like any bowler, they could be a backup, or they won't immediately call off any other bowler who's in the nation or wherever they are. So net bowlers have the advantage of getting in the team if anyone is injured. At the same time, they'll get experience, they'll get exposure to the players who are playing, and they'll get good practice. If they're playing when they're bowling to Shikhar Dhawan or someone like them, they'll get more practice. It happens during IPL, but this is again another thing, where they'll get a lot of experience, and at the same time, they'll get more chances. If they bowl nicely in the nets, there are chances in the future. Maybe they can get into the team. So that's it.
Correct. So And what do you feel about the senior squad, Chiru, which takes on New Zealand in the World Test Championship? We have spoken about the World Test Championship, so we will not discuss the concept of the final. But this India squad, the 15 which they have announced for the final, do you think it is a well balanced team, or are you surprised somebody good has been left out?
Yeah, I'm surprised that Mayank Agarwal has not made in. So I was thinking he would make in, and when he would make in, there would be a challenge between Shubman Gill and Mayank Agarwal. But I know they're not going to change things. It's confirmed that Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill are going to open, and it's for sure.
See, they have Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill will open. Then you have Cheteshwar Pujara, you have Virat Kohli, then you have Ajinkya Rahane and Rishabh Pant. So these are sure to play, the top six, right? And then would you include the two spinners? Would you want Jadeja and Ashwin to play together, or you will want one spinner?
Yeah, I would like to have both spinners, Ravindra Jadeja and Ashwin, because Jadeja gives more depth with the bat, and Ashwin also gives a little depth with the bat. As well as Ashwin, has been one of the main bowlers of Indian Test team for years. So, and he also has a very good record versus Ross Taylor, versus Kane Williamson. Conditions may not favor him, but I think Ashwin can come out, as well as Jadeja is known to come out of those conditions. Even when conditions do not favor, Jadeja is known to perform. So I will go to the side that India should take 3 pacers and 2 spinners. That will include Jadeja as an all-rounder, and he'll play really good, batting as well as bowling and fielding as well.
Right. And Krishna, if you have to pick 3 fast bowlers, who would they be? From Jasprit Bumrah, Ishan Sharma, Mohammad Shami, Umesh Yadav, and Mohammad Siraj. So who are your 3 bowlers you want them to play this match?
So I would pick Ishan Sharma because in the last series I felt he really played good, and he has got 300 wickets in Test cricket, and so I would pick Ishan Sharma and Bumrah because Bumrah is a senior bowler in Test. Because of injuries in the past 2-3 years, he couldn't perform that well in Test cricket, but I'm sure he would be preparing for this match, and he would be really ready to come in because in England the pitch favors the fast bowlers, and I feel Bumrah has a lot to offer. And over Mohammad Shami or Umesh Yadav, I feel it's a tough call to make because both the bowlers are doing very well. I would choose Mohammad Shami because Mohammad Shami can give a bit of swing. He has those variations, and he also bowls really well. So Mohammad Shami, I feel, is compared to Umesh Yadav. According to me, compared to Umesh Yadav, I feel Mohammad Shami will make it to the playing 11.
Right, but Chiru, why not Siraj? I mean, why don't you think Siraj is kind of he'll be very useful in the conditions at Southampton because he can move. He's very quick. He gets good bounce, and he's a tireless bowler. So, do you think there is a place we can create a place for Siraj in the playing 11, or you want Shami to play?
I want Shami to play, but at the same time, Siraj is a talent. And maybe they can reserve him for the England Test after the World Test Championship final. But Siraj is quick, is known for bounce, as you said. And the pitch curator of the Southampton pitch said that the pitch will carry more, it will have more bounce and it will carry. So if you have those kind of bowlers who can shoot with the pitch like Siraj does, then he should be a part of the team. I don't know why I am telling that he shouldn't be. But at the same time, I think why I'm backing up Mohammad Shami is because maybe he's a veteran. But at the same time, Siraj is excellent from the Australia tour to England. And I think he should make in. But at the same time, we don't have spots. So don't know what happens. But what do you say? Do you want Siraj to come in instead of Shami, sir?
Yeah, personally, I think I'll prefer Siraj because he's been bowling. He did well whenever he was given the opportunities, and the fact that he is a good trier. I mean, if you see, he's quick to adapt to white ball cricket and red ball also. He has had an experience of a test match or two. So I don't mind playing Siraj ahead of Shami. But of course, Shami is a complete bowler, untiring, and he loves to experiment. So Shami, yes, you have a good choice, but let us see whether they play Shami or Siraj. And so that brings us to the end of this India-England discussion and the team to Sri Lanka. I would now want, even though our podcast will be coming, you'll be releasing it after the women's test match begins. But Krishna, what do you feel about the women's cricket? I mean, in the sense, don't you think they deserve much more exposure and maybe much more cricket for them to improve?
Yes, sir. So I feel they really need to play more matches, because compared to the Indian men's team, they play a lot of. I feel they play really less matches compared to the Indian men's team, and especially Test cricket, they don't play many matches. They play once in a while. They just play one match or two matches compared to the other formats that they play. So I feel they also need little more exposure. They need to play more matches, more series, and I feel they need to be given more backed up, and it should be made more popular. So the people also should start seeing their matches, and they should not be biased between the differences as men's cricket or women's cricket. I feel it should be seen as India's cricket. So they should see both the teams as one, and they should be backing both the teams. So they should be seeing both the matches and be interested in both. So I feel they need to play more matches, and especially test matches. The women's team plays once in a while. Every very less they played compared to the Indian side. So they need to be playing more matches, getting to play more series, and so that will give a more exposure to their team, and I feel that will be a good thing to promote the women's cricket in India.
Thank you, Krishna. Very well said. You should look at them not as women's cricket, but as India's cricket, whether you're watching men's matches or women's matches. But Chiru, do you agree with your friend? And do you want the women to play more and more? And they should also get to not just international cricket, even domestic cricket. They don't get to play much. So, what is your take on what Krishna has said? And would you tomorrow like to go and watch a women's cricket match?
Yeah, it's happening today, right? So I've already subscribed to Sony 10-1 just today early morning. So I'm interested to watch women's cricket. Let me be honest, I've never watched any women's game except for India versus South Africa women. That happened recently, some months back. So I have not watched women's cricket. I'm sure even Maitreya doesn't watch it so closely, but maybe you would. But I made up my mind that I would watch with the same enthusiasm that I watch men's cricket, because cricket is cricket, and I love cricket, and I should be watching any sort of cricket. If I'm watching Pakistan Super League, why can't I watch India's women's test team? So I've subscribed to Sony 10-1. I'm going to watch it after this podcast recording. By the time we will be publishing it, already the match would have began. It would be day 2. So yeah, it would be day 2, but at the same time, I'm really excited for this women's test. They are playing a test match after 7 years. And also, sir, I saw an article in which Mithali Raj said that if you ask any Indian women's player, they all say, what sort of cricket do you want to play? If they were asked, they said test. So what is your take on that? Test cricket still lives.
Absolutely. I mean, Mithali has been an icon, and I know her personally very well. So she is an example of what dedication can do. I mean, she began playing when there was nothing in women's cricket, and she took it up because she was very much interested. She was working with the railways. That's where she is. And she has brought amazing laurels for herself and the team. She has played the game with dignity and a lot of distinction. She is one of my very favorite players, and I have never missed an opportunity to watch her. And I'm very excited when I see players like Smriti Mandhana, Shafali Verma. You have Harmanpreet Kaur. You have the Jemima, is such a supreme athlete. She is a brilliant fielder. She can make a lot of difference to the team. And then you have Shikha Pandey. These are all names. These are all household names now. And how can I not mention Jhulan Goswami? I mean, you see, her longevity is a tribute to her fitness. Is a tribute to the fact that she took her game seriously, and day after, she has bowled for the team in various platforms. So I love to watch women's cricket. I love to write about women's cricket, and I hope and I wish they do well in this match, and because it will mean a lot. I think Chiru and Krishna, you would agree, and our friend Akash also, that this is a very critical period for women's cricket. If they do well, they will gain more and more fans, and I'm sure with their performance, they will take away fans of Virat Kohli's team to their side. They will have more and more people supporting women's cricket. So I'm very happy for them. So we are done with our section of cricket in England and the Indian team to Sri Lanka. So we come to the final segment, which is an unfortunate one, because whatever happened in Dhaka League should not have happened. Shakib Al Hassan brought disrepute to the game, and being an iconic Bangladesh player, I don't think he set an example at all of sportsmanship and the way cricket is played and the image that cricketers have. It is it's not a body contact game where you tend to push each other and you can lose your temper and go for each other. But this is it's supposed to be a very gentlemanly game. It still is. But Krishna, were you surprised or were you shocked at the manner in which whatever you saw, the images of Shakib Al Hassan doing what he did in Dhaka?
So, sir, I was both shocked and surprised because he has played more than 200 matches in ODIs, and then he's like an iconic player in Bangladesh, and for his country he has played so many matches, and he has played across the world, so many leagues he has played. IPL he has played, so he has played different leagues, and he has got a lot of fans. So I feel many players or many fans will be looking up to him. Many youngsters will be looking up to him, and I feel a fan would be really disappointed the way he behaved, because he wasn't setting an example as an ideal player. The player with who has so many fans and who has played a lot of matches, the respect he has across the world, and the way he should be behaving, I feel it was really not right. He didn't have the sportsmanship, and he shouldn't have been so angry, because till now I feel I wasn't thinking that Shakib was such a player who would be angry and throw the stumps or hit the stumps. I didn't think he was such a player, but after seeing this, I was shocked as well as surprised, because he was a player across the world. He has a lot of respect, and he's such a high standard player, and he is stooping to such levels I never imagined. So it was really shocking, and it was really disappointing for me, and many would have felt the same. Many cricketers would have felt the same. Many fans would have felt the same. And I feel he has to change this way of behaving, because when an umpire gives a decision, even if the player thinks it's not out or if it's out, and even if the player is against the decision, doesn't mean that he has to throw the stumps or hit the stumps. That is not the way, because he has played a lot of matches and he would surely know how to behave. And him behaving like this, I feel it was shocking. It was shocking, and it was just that he had so much of short temper, and he just acted the way he wanted to. And he shouldn't do like that. He should act according to the rules, and I feel be soft and gentle. Even his teammates, I feel, wouldn't have expected him having that outburst of anger and whatever that was. So I was shocked and surprised and disappointed also, the way such a respected player he's across the globe, and he doing such a thing. I was really shocked. So that was all I have to say.
Thank you, Krishna. And in fact, let me add, Chiru, before I come to you, that it is not the first time such an incident has happened. Many years ago, we saw Javed Miandar, then Dennis Leary almost came to blow where Javed Miandar raised his bat at Lily. And then there was another incident, you may not have known about this, when Raman Lam and Rashid Patel went for each other in a Duleep Trophy match at Jamshedpur many years ago, much before you were born. And then we have had other incidents also, like Michael Holding kicking the stumps in New Zealand, Colin Croft slamming himself. He ran into the umpire deliberately. And there have been such incidents in the past also, maybe more unfortunate ones. Let us not recall all of them here. But what Shakib Al Hassan did was unpardonable. For the simple reason that you have already done once, you have argued with the umpire, and then you come back and uproot the stumps. So twice he was guilty of bringing the game to disrepute. And see, what happens is, in a situation where a lot of people are watching, such an action can incite the crowd. They can also invade the ground and take things into hand. So I think it was most unfortunate, and like Krishna said, I was also hugely disappointed, because Shakib Al Hassan is a very well-behaved boy off the field. He's a very soft man. But Chiru, what was your reaction? I mean, one, what was your reaction? Two, what kind of punishment would you recommend? Because he can't just get away with just a reprimand. You will have to set an example so that such things are not repeated.
Yeah, I was shocked, exact like how you two felt. I was surprised but again, I was not so surprised, because Shakib Al Hassan was also in 2019, he was banned for 1 year, suspended from cricket. So I was not so surprised that it was him, but I think he has short temper, and it happened, disappointment to cricket. But if you ask me what kind of punishment he should get, or in terms of that, he has got, I think, according to me, he has got really very less punishment. So he had to pay 5 lakh. I don't know how much Bangladesh Dhakas are, or I don't know how to put it in Indian rupees. But at the same time, he was suspended from 3 matches in playing in the Dhaka Premier League. So that's too less, I think, because when an experienced player like him, who has had more than 10,000 international runs, and as Maitreya said, he has played over 200 one-day internationals, and is an iconic star in Bangladesh. And if someone like him is doing like that, how many fans and how many players will take an example? He should set an example to the youngsters, the team who are coming out. So I think he should be banned from cricket, from ICC. I don't know how many months, but I'm sure that he shouldn't play any IPL, CPL, BBL. So these leagues are where he gets money. So what things he did in that match were purely not a moral thing. So when you're not disciplined, how can you expect money? And if you're going and chasing after this IPL, BBL, what I think is he shouldn't play any IPL. He should be suspended from cricket. I don't know how many months, but I think it's because if it happened in international cricket, right, he would have been banned for more months. It happened in Dhaka Premier League, so less punishment. But as you said, sir, in the Duleep Trophy, there was, I don't know the names, but it was one wicketkeeper who chased a person with a stump. Pardon me, I don't know their names. Really sorry for that.
And Raman Lamba.
Yes. So there was this, I don't know who chased and who ran, but the person who was being chased also was suspended from all forms of cricket for 9 months, and the other one 12 months. And this is just 3 matches. 3 matches is 3 days or 5 days or a week. Like, what is this? And also when he's throwing the stumps, the pitch is getting, damaged. When you see bowlers coming and stamping, there's a lot of punishment for that. Why not this? This is a lot of disrespect to umpires. Umpires are the secret, they are the silent people of cricket, and we don't recognize them very fast. And umpires are doing a lot of work, and disrespecting them, you get just only 3 matches ban. I think it should be taken highly, and he should get punished highly, because this is not the first time. Already 2019 he has been suspended, and again you come and do this, not the same thing but a different thing, but it doesn't add morale and discipline to cricket. So that's what I have to say here.
Right, Chiru, that was very well said. I think you're right. Such acts of indiscipline, the punishment has to be exemplary. I mean, you have to set an example for others not to do it. And maybe he has got away with a very lighter punishment, but in future, it's for the Bangladesh Cricket Board how it looks at it. I mean, if he's looking to protect an iconic player, it should also send a strong signal to others that such behavior would not be tolerated. It is something like what we discussed in one of our shows, Robinson being suspended, right, for what he did at the age of 18. So the idea is to tell the world that such obnoxious behavior will not be tolerated. And same should have been applied here. But it's fine. Cricket goes on. We'll have a wonderful week ahead with the Indian women looking to what should I say, gain more glory for their image, and the Indian men taking on New Zealand for the World Test Championship title. And the youngsters will, in the time to come, they will have their say in Sri Lanka. Some of them will qualify to play for the senior team. But Chiru, I will leave the stage to you to do the wrap up, because I had the privilege of introducing you, and if you can just make the conclusion remarks for this show.
Yeah, before we wrap up, whenever we do this cricket wrap up, we have a special question, and it's secret. We do not tell it to anyone. It's only with me. So I will ask this question for this week is, who's their best test bowler? The same thing you did for batsmen. Like you pick 5 of them and then you pick their number 1. The same thing. So you both go ahead. I will pick the last.
Yes, Krishna, you pick your best test bowler, right? He has to pick test bowler from where? All over the world?
Yes, currently. Best test bowler, 5 of them, and then the number 1.
Yes, Krishna.
So my top 5 test bowlers. So Ashwin will be there, because I feel in the top current bowlers, I feel Ashwin is really doing well. And then James Anderson will be there, because he has played a lot of matches and is still playing, and he has taken a lot of wickets. And Stuart Broad will be there, because he also has taken a lot of wickets, and he has also still been playing many matches and contributing. And then Mitchell Stark, because I feel if you go across the world, I feel Mitchell Stark is another player I would really bring him into the top 5. And then the another, it would be,
Never mind. You pick one.
I could give recommendations. Pat Cummins, Kagisa Rabada, Nokia, Sain Shah Afridi. Anyone?
I'll go with Rabada, because Rabada, I feel in South African attack, I feel Rabada is a future player like Dale Steyn he could be, because now Dale Steyn is no longer playing, but he used to be very ferocious and very good bowler. So I feel Rabada has that future in him. So I would choose Rabada.
Okay, very good. So I don't have much choice. I mean, yes, you have taken the right names: Stuart Broad, James Anderson, Wagner, Ashwin, yes, and Ishant Sharma, because Ishant, look at his longevity. So I would say today for me the best test bowler would be James Anderson, because he is one bowler. He can run through the opposition, and importantly, he can give you the breakthrough. So I've always believed that to me, the most valuable bowler is the one who gives you a breakthrough. When you see that there is a partnership building up and your captain is looking helpless, and then he goes to a bowler who comes and breaks that partnership. So to me, James Anderson is the kind of bowler who the captain can always go to and expect a breakthrough, and then also expect him to win the game for you. James Anderson is a match winner. And the fact that he has played so long is a tribute to his resilience, his endurance, and he's a wonderful athlete and a beautiful action to watch. He's a complete fast bowler. For me, I would pick James Anderson.
Yeah, for me, it would include Pat Cummins. Then you have Stuart Broad. I can't miss out James Anderson. Both have picked, but I'm going to pick him again. And then I have Nathan Lyon from Australia. And I'm going to pick Kagiso Rabada. So these are my top 5 bowlers. In Test cricket, if you ask me, number 1, I would take Pat Cummins because he's a tall bowler, a lot of bounce, and he's performed really very well on Australian pitches and also across the globe. He had a really good comeback in cricket, and especially the Test cricket, and has taken a lot of wickets, especially in this World Test Championship cycle. So Pat Cummins, my number 1 bowler. And I think we can wrap up this show, guys.
Good, I'm very happy. Krishna has picked Rabada, I have picked Anderson, you have picked Cummins. So we have our very strong views and very different views, which is good for this show. Thank you, Chiru, and thank you, Krishna.
Okay. Yeah, this will bring you to the end of this episode of Cricket Wrap Up with Vijay Lokapally and Krishna Maitreya and myself. And it's pleasure to have you both again. Make sure you follow all of us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, wherever we are present. Follow us on YouTube so that this premieres every Thursday at 6 p.m. Cricket Wrap Up, as well as on all podcast platforms. And support our show on Buy Me a Coffee. And thank you, Vijay sir. Thank you, Maitreya. And thank you, Akash, for recording this and editing this.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.